Alright, so when Mattel rebooted the Masters of the Universe line, I was a little bit hesitant to pull the trigger. Only because I just got this set of Masters of the Universe, and I really like this set. And then right after they got done with that, then they started doing all of these. And I was like, well shit, I just bought these, so I'll just get new characters. So TEELA was one of the characters that I already got. And when they remade her, I was like, screw it, I just got that. I'm going to pass on this TEELA. And then my collection grew and grew, and I was like, man, I really do need this TEELA. Looked on eBay, she was like $200. And I'm like, man, I have tons of TEELAs. I'm not spending $200 on this on eBay for a figure that I kind of have. I just don't have her in this costume. That's just way too much money. And then when Super 7 announced it, and they remade her, but now you got 3 heads, tons of accessories, way better than the first go around. And I was like, man, okay, $40, I'll jump in and I'll pick her up now. So whenever I'm complaining about Marvel Legends remaking figures that I already have, it feels good to be on this side of the fence. Because now I got her for $40 instead of $200. But I'm not real sure she's worth $40. Let's check her out. Okay, so here she is standing just a little under 7 inches tall. And if you're one of those guys that was holding on to the original, keeping it in the package, thinking that it's going to be worth $1 million someday, well, I hope you sold that thing early. Because now, instead of spending $200 on eBay, you can get her for like $40. So this is why you always open your toys. Don't have toys as an investment, because shit like this happens all the time. I went ahead and pulled out a couple other TEELA figures. As you see, they all have the same boots on. The Barbarian one is definitely really cool. She's by far my favorite TEELA. And then you have the Pilot TEELA. Either way, let's get into her. First off, she does come in 3 heads, but these are really cool. You have the red hair version, the blonde hair version. I'm not going to use either one of these versions. And then she also has the same head as the Barbarian TEELA, which is cool that they threw that in the package. It's nice to have options. So now you got tons of options with this thing, like 3 extra heads plus the one that comes on it. Like, you really can't beat that. That's like, I mean, if you're like a hardcore fan, you basically got to buy 4 of these. I can't do math really well. I'm pretty sure that'd be about $375 though. So you might want to just stick with one and change the heads out. But this one with the headdress on it with the snake head is by far my favorite. I love her staff with the cobra on there. Really looks cool. Hopefully it's supposed to be bent like that, because mine definitely is. She also comes with the shield that you can clip on her arm like that. Love her sword. Tons of detail, tons of paintwork on that. And then she also has her spear, which is cool. So you get tons of accessories, tons of heads. You can kind of display her however you want. The articulation on this thing, the head is on a ball. You're not going to get much out of it with this headset on here. You can actually pop this off. I think we'll go ahead and attempt to get one of these other heads on here. And this does have a small head, a ball on it. It's a lot smaller than the guy ones. And I'm going to, alright, that went okay. They're definitely stiff to get that on there. Okay, so she looks pretty cool like that. You actually see the cleavage like this, so it's going to be hard to put that snake head back on there now. So the head is on a ball. You can move wherever you want. The shoulders are cool. They kind of have too much of a ball to them. Like, I guess you kind of have to, but it just doesn't look very, it doesn't transition very well. And then the elbow joints, there's single elbow with a big giant pin. I mean, that sucks, dude. Like, let's step it up. If you guys are gonna redo these figures, like, redo them. Like, make them better, make them amazing. The wrist, same boring wrist. The knee, single knee. That joint looks like garbage. Like, look at that with the big giant pin. Doesn't look good either way. The boots do swivel. I love that. That's like the best joint on this. Man, I wish they'd do that on all their figures. Has this hinge on it. It looks like it should have a, and look at that ankle pivot. Well, that thing, come on, man, let's get with the times. If you're charging 40 bucks for an action figure, maybe you should step it up a little bit. The leg articulation has like a ball up here so it can turn up here at the thigh or the hip, and it moves pretty good. You don't get a ton of movement out there. It kind of gets caught up on her little outfit there. So that's it for the articulation. I mean, I was really happy to finally get this, and I didn't have to pay like 200 bucks for it. So here she is, Super 7. Man, I love that I get a second chance. I'm looking forward to new characters, and it'd be really nice if you could do something to clean these joints up. I'll go ahead and show you the collection. Here's the Masters of the Universe collection. When I started this, I never thought it would grow to this level. It is super fun to collect. Now that Super 7's doing it, I'm wondering where it's going to end. There's the TEELA up there. A lot of the female figures up there. There's the collection. Thanks for watching.